You're listening to the Not Busy podcast, where we show you how to do life and business confident, focused, and with a plan so that you can make more money, have more free time, and less stress. Your host, Wayne Withersby, will uncover actionable hacks, strategies, tips, and insights you can use today to live a better, more productive life. It's time to boost your mindset, confidence, and your attitude. Here's your host, Coach Wayne.
Hello. Welcome back. This is another episode of the Productive Not Busy podcast with me, Wayne Withersby. And today we're doing something a little different. I want to dive into the most Googled questions. And that even includes YouTube searches right now. And talk about what they reveal about people and trends and how we can use that insight to level up our productivity, our business, and our life. It's easy to think search engines are just tools, but if you really pay attention, they're like a mirror of what people are asking about or care about, what they're struggling with, and what they're curious about. And when you start thinking about your business, your leadership, or your workflow, that information can be gold. Okay, so what am I talking about here? First, let's talk Google. Right now, the top search starts with what and how. People are constantly asking, what's the best tool? Or how do I fix this? Some of the biggest questions right now are things like, what to watch? Where's my refund, especially during IRS time? What is my IP address? And number 5, what time is it, of all things? And what you're going to notice, these are very practical questions. They're not hard or they're not scientific. People are looking for solutions. Remember, money follows problem solved. And here's the key takeaway for us professionals. Understanding what people need can directly guide your content, your services, and your offers. You can literally plug into their curiosity and give them answers before they even know they need them. So turning searches into strategies, how would we do that? Here's where it gets practical. How do you use all this info? Start by paying attention to the long tail searches. Okay, those are very specific questions that show intent. For example, instead of writing productivity tools, you could target best productivity tools for remote teams in 2025, or time tracking apps for digital nomads, or collaboration tools for virtual teams. Okay, those are all actual searches. And these searches are gold because they tell you exactly what people are trying to solve. And when you create content around these topics, right, podcast episodes, videos, blog posts, you're not just throwing stuff out into the freaking wind. You're giving people exactly what they are asking for. So lessons for business leaders on this. Let's take this a step farther into leadership. And as a leader, you have to recognize patterns, needs, and gaps. Just like Google does. The searches tell us 3 big things. Number 1, people want clarity. What does that mean? They're asking how and what because they want step-by-step guidance. So your team, your clients, and your audience, they're no different. Number 2, people want solutions that save time. Productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right things faster. Okay, so number 3, and people are curious. They're always learning, adapting, and looking for ways to get better. And that's an opportunity to provide value consistently. So whether you're running a business, leading a team, or even just managing your own day, think like a search engine. What are the questions that your audience is asking, and how can you give them the answers before anyone else does? That's the magic. So what do we need to do? We got to have these actionable takeaways from what we get when we start doing this research. And here's what I want you to walk away with today. Look at the trending questions in your niche. Start with Google and YouTube. Those are the two number 1 and number 2 search engines on the planet. Number 2, I want you to create content that answers those questions with clarity. Don't give general advice. Give specific, practical, and actionable information. Number 3, make it memorable. I want you to use stories and examples and real-life lessons to connect. People remember emotion more than they remember facts. And number 4, you need to test, you need to tweak, you need to test, and you need to repeat. Some content will resonate and some just won't. It's okay. But you'll start building a map of exactly what your audience needs. So I'm going to leave you with this. Do some research, and you're not going to do this in just a day. This is something that's probably going to take you a week or so. And you're going to find that there's some clues in the searches that fit into your niche. So what you need to do is build your map of what you're really good at. If you walked into a room with 5 other car salesmen or 5 other realtors, and there was a customer in there that needed your services, why would they use you? Okay? So that's it for today. I hope you got some actionable insight from the most Googled questions, and maybe a few ideas on how to use this for your business, your team, or even your personal growth. So if you like today's episode, please share it with a friend. Go leave a review. And remember, you don't have to be busy to be productive. You just have to be intentional. So again, this is Wayne Weathersby, and you've been listening to the Productive Not Busy podcast. And until next time, keep doing the work that matters. Have a great day. Be safe. Take care. And find somebody and go say something nice to them.
You've been listening to the Productive Not Busy podcast. Please hit the subscribe and notification of new episodes button and visit us on social media like Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok for bonus content.